In my opinion, this is the best driver of 2025, but it doesn't come without its issues. 529 pounds of them. Hi everyone, my name's James and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today we have the Ping G440 LS Tech driver and we're going to have a little bit of a challenge. You see, I'm going to go shopping at my friends at Golf Clubs for Cash, Europe's largest second-hand golf retailer. We're going to buy a club that's a little bit older, a lot cheaper and comparable to this Ping G440. We're going to see how it compares out here on the golf course and of course see how it performs in the studio. Without any further ado, let's go shopping. You see, the new Ping G440 is a fantastic driver, personally my favourite driver of 2025, but it's just a little bit too expensive. So, what can we find potentially to save a little bit of money, and what could we find what could potentially perform just as well? So, I've had a scour through some of the drivers here at Golf Clubs for Cash. You can see we go from G410 right up to G425, G430, and for me, I think we're going to go here because I think this is potentially where a lot of the value is, and I'm going to test this against the brand new Ping G440 driver. This is actually the LS version, so the low spin version, and the low spin version of the G440 is certainly my favourite driver in the lineup. So just how much can the G410 compare for the price of £229, less than half the price of the brand new Ping driver? Let's get on the golf course, let's get in the studio, and let's see if you can save yourself some money in 2025. So guys, we do have our Ping G410 LS Tech driver with us, and I think this is an absolute bargain of a golf club. I think it looks really, really good actually. We do have the movable weights in the back here. We have, unfortunately, the turbulators and the, do you know what this is called, Bobby? I don't like it. It's the dragonfly effect. I always think it's the butterfly effect, but that's a film with Ashton Kutcher, isn't it? So, but we do have plenty of technology in here with it being the low spin model, and you can see we have that weight just in the standard. Now, this isn't a sliding weight, it's a movable weight. As I found when I first tested this, I nearly lost the weight thinking that it wouldn't come out, and it did. But we do have a forged heat-treated face on this, and to be honest, for how much did I pay? 229 quid. I actually think that's a really good looking driver on top. What do you think? I like that. I like it. Do you remember the i20 that had the two racing stripes on? That was a cool one, wasn't it? But then if we do compare it to the look of this down at the ball, I do think that the G440 looks fantastic with that carbon fly wrap. And the turbulators are a bit less, aren't they? Like they're not as, literally, you look like if you catch your finger on that, it'll like rip your finger off. But we're going to go G410 first. Now, at half the price, are we going to get half the performance? I think we kind of already know the answer to that, but our modern day driver is too expensive. We kind of know the answer to that as well. So, into the wind here. The low spin head should help us. That's a really nice strike actually, just fading down that right side. It was a little bit out of the toe, but I don't particularly mind that. That's a long way up, you know that, for the strike that I've just hit. It wasn't bad, it was just out of the toe here, but I quite like that as a driver strike. That's my kind of home, Bobby, isn't it? So, can we beat that with the 440? You would hope so for the price, and I honestly think this is the best driver of the year by far. Come on, let's try and hit the same shot or as similar as we can. Yeah, that's a really nice drive, isn't it? Now, these tests are really interesting because obviously the driver is only as good as the swing that you put on it, but then if you're going to go and spend £500 plus on a driver, should you be having lessons to maybe be a bit more consistent before that? That's a really good question, isn't it? What are your thoughts on the head covers, Bob? The 440 head cover is fantastic. Obviously, this has seen better days, but yeah. 440 colour scheme is just nice, isn't it? Same colour scheme as, do you remember the G? The Ping G. I was going to go for that because they look very similar, but then I thought, for the price of this, you can't really complain, can you? Let's go and see where they've finished, Bob. Now, I'm a huge believer that the Ping G440 LS Tech is the best driver of the year, I think. I think it covers every base, it's forgiving, it's low spin. The max version does climb a little bit too much for me, I've noticed, into the wind, but here, these are both the low spin versions. You can see we have the 410 here just in the right hand rough. It wasn't the best strike, but it wasn't terrible. The 440 is 30 yards further up. That was a better swing, I'll hold my hands up, But we are trying to make this test kind of as fair and comparable as possible. Now, if I'd have put that swing on the G410, would it be that far up? That's the real question we're going to ask, and obviously we're going to answer that potentially in the studio a little bit later on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But that's 1-0 the 440, Bob, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Can we produce that swing that we had on the 440 with the G410? Because I think that's what we've all come to see. We all want to see an absolute... You like that word, don't you? You're a fan of that word, aren't you? That is so good. Just fade a bit. Fade a bit. Come on. Oh. I mean, it's a long way, isn't it? It's gone down into the... Tell him where it is, Bob. It's just took a kick into the hazard, unfortunately, but it's going to be playable, and I'm going to take the positives because that was a fantastic swing. Just didn't fade enough, did it? This hole's proper got my number, hasn't it, off the tee? Come on. I can't believe how good this looks. And you know what? I've never had a ping driver in my bag. This is the first time ever I've gamed a ping driver. Ever. And I love it. I think it's really, really good. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's the shot I tried to play with the 10, just fading back a bit more. So, I mean, is the 440 maybe a little bit more workable? I don't really think so. I think it's actually probably more forgiving, if anything. But they're two similar strikes, and I think the ball speeds would be very similar as well. Look how consistent we've been with this. Really, really happy with that. So let's get down there. We're going to take it as it is down there because the G410 is in the hazard, but that's down to the pilot. If it's comparable with distance, which it might just be, are we starting to see that potentially the value for money, because that's what this test's all about, isn't it? Which is the best value for money? Because you look at the adjustments on the bottom, we have draw and fade set in there with that tungsten weight, but it's not as elongated, is it, around the back? So potentially that should be a little bit more, I don't know, potentially, but I've got a sneaky feeling that's going to be 2-0. I love this driver. I absolutely love it. Imagine the day when the 440 is the price of this, because the 500's out. We've gone 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, bang, ping 500, 900 quid, have that. And it's funny now, because while we're at Golf Clubs for Cash, I had a look at lots of different drivers, and for me the 410 was around the one that I thought would be the best value. Obviously there's the 400, there's the Ping G20, the Ping G10, the Ping Rapture. So many options where I just think you can get really good bang for your buck. And the modern day driver that's kind of £520 plus, I'll be honest, I think it's getting to be a little bit of a piss take. I'm well aware that the brands need to keep kind of producing these clubs to keep the profit margins up. That's how business works, totally agree. And people are buying them. So like a lot of people will say, oh, you just need to boycott it. And I mean, you could do that, but there's always going to be someone out there who wants to buy it. So there's always going to be a customer for them, which is why these brands keep churning drivers out every year. I remember not long ago, a driver would have a 2-year cycle, not a 1-year cycle. And that just seems to have been blown out of the water now, doesn't it? Because every January we have the new driver releases. That Ping's unbelievable. It really is, it's so good. Okay guys, let's now talk numbers for the Ping G440 LS Tech and the fairly budget second-hand G410. Bobby, what should we go with first? That one. I'm going to hit a load of shots, guys, so I'll probably just voice over it a little bit for you, but let's see if we can set the stall out with a big one to kick off. That felt really good, you know. Sub 2 spin. Could carry a bit for 261. It's up at 280 total, so for the price, 230 quid. Do you have to see a big difference? That's another one. Consistent. 265 that time, 290 total. I'll tell you what, Bob, how good is this? What's that? 270, well, it's creeping up towards 300 yards, that. 295 plus, well, 270 plus carry. Come on. Quit while I'm ahead, yeah, all right, Bob, thanks for that, yeah. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Quit while I'm ahead, that's got to be 300, go on. Pitching, 275. Ooh, Oh, I'm one more, but as a collective, I'm really happy with them. No. Now I've tried to go after that one, and I'm right. So effectively now, we have to hit a 300-yard drive, don't we, with this, to make it worth the money. Do you think? Imagine doing it first time, Bob. No. I thought that was going to be better, actually. Sounds incredible, this driver. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's the longest. We've done quite a lot of testing, so that's the longest I've hit all day. This driver is unbelievable. It really is. It's like perfect. And I feel like that's a bottoming one though. Watch how this runs out now. And that's kind of what you get. You get like forgiveness all around the face. I mean, it's shorter in carry, isn't it? But it's still up there. I really missed that. This is going to be frightening. I think we'll sign off on that one. I mean, again, it's 5 yards longer, isn't it, on the best shot? So is it worth an extra, there's no price on here, but an extra £200? I don't know. Isn't it? I'm really happy with that. Now, this is an interesting one because I've absolutely hammered that 440 and it's a really good shot. The 410, it's not in the hazard. It has taken a bit of a kick down the bank, but we're not going to clutch at straws. And it's gone further. Like, I did feel like if I can get a good swing on it, it would perform quite nicely. So, I mean, it can obviously be down to the kick. The 440 is pitched here and it's now covered in mud. So realistically, it's hard to gauge where they're both pitched. They're probably pitched at a similar distance, but then in fairness, that's something that you need to potentially be thinking about out on the course. Cheers, Bob. So as you can see, we have actually done this test with lots of different drivers today, and this is the final video that we're filming. And I must say that the one thing that I've kind of come to terms with as a little bit is all of them work. All of them do what you want them to do. I think if you are chasing numbers, if you play a lot of simulator golf and you're after ball speed, spin rate, smash factor, distance and things like that, the modern ones are going to perform that a little bit better. But for playing golf out on a golf course where you're going to get different kicks, you're going to get unlucky, you're going to get lucky, you're going to lose balls, and hopefully you're going to hit fairways, there's just not a big difference. And I think there'll be people out there watching this video who go, James, that's obvious. We could have told you at the start of this video. But I think by doing the test with all of them does show that it depends what people want to do with the money. It depends how much disposable income you have. Depends what you want to spend on your golf. Would you rather have lessons? Would you rather put... Because £500 is like half of a membership at some golf courses. So that's like your 6 months playing golf or a new driver and maybe play golf less. Personally, I'd rather play more golf, but plug there, isn't it? I'd play more golf. Right. 440, round the corner, no questions asked. Wallop. That's a knuckleball straight down the middle. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's a good one. Oh, 3 out of 3, yeah. 3 good shots, isn't it? And I think the consistency factor, I mean, you could say it's down to the shaft. The shafts are as kind of similar as we can get, 60 gram stiff, very similar to the Denali that we have in. And the argument of, well, you should put this shaft in there, well, the Denali shaft wasn't around when the G410 was released, so it doesn't, that's not a thing. Can we get this past, Bob? Possibly. Need to get the ball on the tee first, right. Come on. Oh, it's good, it's just a touch left, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what though, if it's snuck under the tree, I reckon that might be all right. And again, that's down to potentially maybe taking more of a tiger line than the middle of the fairway, which I don't think I've done by choice, but interesting how I haven't hit a fairway with this. And with the 440, I've like every fairway. Really interesting, that. Let's go have a look. Well, that was me getting excited, thinking it might sneak round the tree. I'm not sure I'd be wanting to play that, in fairness. That's where the G410's finished, and the G440, centre line. Does that make it worth the money? You decide. Guys, thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you all at exactly the same time tomorrow for another fun-filled video. You can tell we're done for the day. In my opinion, this is the best... Lucy! Our mid-flow then!